Okay.
You don't get excited until I knock somebody out.
Okay.
And you guys get excited?
Everyone does. Everyone does.
You guys gonna be loud in the arena for me?
Pretty well, yeah. You can expect that.
And obnoxious.
If there will be a good finish, the arena will erupt.
Good.
Don't worry. So, I gotta ask you the most important question. Where did the dance go? There was no dance in the last fight.
Every fight I gotta keep you guys guessing. So I know a lot of people are like, "Where's the laugh? Where's the dance?" You know, but
We need the dance.
I gave you guys a finish, right? I gave you a finish like no other.
Yeah, that was a bit more impressive.
A lot had to do with right before I came out, they made me take my cloak off, and it kind of took me out of it for a little bit. So we'll see what happens here. I get to be the main event, so I'm trying to work some things to make sure I get to do my full entrance.
So what's your expected, best case scenario for 2016?
I'm gonna have the title by the end of it. Long as the champ doesn't get hurt and fights me, I believe that getting this fight in soon enough will be a 5-fight win streak, and that's why I'm taking this fight, because I just feel like I just need one more win. I mean, a lot of people are already saying I'm the #1 contender, but I just feel like this is the right opponent. This is the name. All the other top guys were taken out of injury and things like that. So this fight came up. I wanted to jump on the injury. I got done with my fight last week. I'm healthy. I'm ready to go. I don't want to wait around and make myself the #1 contender, and then watch the next two fight, and then hope one of them stays healthy, and whoever the champ is, and he's got to be ready to hand that belt over to me.
Who's the easier fight for you? Is there?
It doesn't matter.
There's no easy fight, but
yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're all equal in a sense. Each guy's got their strengths. Every guy's got their weaknesses. So either one.
Can you do a short analysis of match between Verdum and Stipe Miočiću, because you announced that you will be fighting the winner, probably. What do you think?
So if there's a Verdum and Stipe match, because I don't think anything's been announced or made yet.
Probably.
So if that match happens, if they were to fight each other, it's going to be. I mean, Verdum's done a great job of raising his level on the striking. But I still feel like Stipe's mind, you can see Stipe is very confident on the feet right now. He feels he's going to have better boxing. And I think it's obvious that if it does go to the ground, that's Verdum's going to have the advantage there, just because of the submissions that he's already shown in the past, based upon what they both have shown. But it should be a great fight, and both guys are very well conditioned, and they don't look like either one has been affected by anything else that's recently taken place. So it should be a great fight.
You know that this is the home turf of Mirko Cro Cup, and the fans expect a hard fight. Can you deliver?
I mean, if you watch my fights, then I don't even have to say it. 36 wins, I finished 33 of them. One of the highest finishing ratios in everyone. And in fact, I got to run into Mr. Cro Cup yesterday. We had a nice picture together, nice chat, and definitely a legend, definitely a guy that I've watched growing up as a kid, watching him finish guys and his legendary head kicks. So, who knows, maybe I get to pull out one of my head kicks.
You were yesterday on a handball game?
Yes.
Have you ever watched this sport?
No, first handball game was yesterday. It was fun. Never got to see it before. Fast-paced game, so I can say keeps Croatian fans interested. Keeps you going. You guys don't want to sit around and be bored, that's for sure.
Was it loud enough?
I think I'm going to get that arena louder.
You like the arena?
Yes, the arena is it's modern, it looks good, and as long as everybody goes and buy their ticket, they're going to fill this arena up. I'm going to give a show. I'm going to take the roof off.
Do you know the guys from Croatia who are fighting, Igor Pokrac and Filip Page?
I haven't met Filip yet. I just met Igor yesterday. He's a character, super cool guy. It was fun to do some of our meetings. We went to school yesterday and definitely had some good laughs with them.
From all your career, do you have always this level of confidence, or it's grown up because of the last fight streak?
Yeah, it's definitely, the confidence definitely is raised over the last 4 fights, for sure. You've seen this transformation.
Yes.
But is
believe in yourself is always on the high level?
As crazy as it is, I was this way in the very beginning of my career. I make the statement, ignorance is bliss, because I didn't know any better, and I was knocking guys out. Like, I was 17, 18, 19 years old, I was knocking guys out. And then one day I finally came across the guy that went on to be a UFC champion, Tim Sylvia. He's the first loss of my career, and my mind changed, and it changed a lot of things in me. And in fact, watching my whole career, it's taken 16 years, I've done a full 360 now, full circle. Now I have that same confidence as that young kid, but I have 16 years of experience to back it up. So it's a good time right now.
What's your thought about Junior?
What?
What's your thought about Juniorom Dos Santos?
What's my thoughts? I accepted the fight because Juniorom Dos Santos is a guy, regardless of where he's at in his last few fights, you have to give the man credit for the fact that he's a win over Stipe, a win over Verdum, and a win over Kane, and he's a former UFC champion. And I think this is a great fight. We're both very respectful to each other. We don't have to trash talk to sell this fight. Our fighting style is going to sell this fight. You watch how him and I fight. I think we've already got a lot of the people excited for this fight. So I think that's what's a great thing about it.
You're a very unorthodox fighter. You are tended to change your stance a lot in the match, but the thing that you became famous is your guillotine. Can you please talk us through your guillotine, because it's something specific, it's not something that everybody does. You choke, well, it's not guillotine, it's neck crank, but
it's not a neck crank either. It's we call it a go-go choke.
Yeah, like that.
And it is different because the choke, some chokes rear nakeds, triangles, they leave your head swimming a little bit, but they're not painful. And this choke that I use, it inflicts physical damage as well as choking you unconscious. So it's.
Is it your invention?
What's that?
Your invention? You invented this move?
No, Luis Claudio, who's been training me the last 5 years, he's a Rickson Gracie black belt, and he's actually created this choke to the point where Rickson Gracie himself said, "Luis, show me this choke." So we knew we were onto something great. You know, one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners of all time is asking us how we do things. So Luis is revolutionizing. I believe, you just look what we've done already. He's revolutionizing jiu-jitsu and MMA. So we're very excited to show more of this. We've only showed a little bit. It's not just a go-go. We have a whole array of skills that the heavyweight division is not ready for, I can guarantee.
Because you're probably very proud that you were the first guy who ever tapped out George Barnett. So no, I remember that Joe Rogan was screaming, this was the first guy who ever tapped out George Barnett. Can you please tell us something about that? And do you feel that you were losing that fight until the moment that you choked him out?
Oh, absolutely not. The first fight, if you significant strikes landed, it was 17 to 18. My nose was bleeding a little bit. As you can see, I was fine. In the second round, I had 22 significant strikes landed to his 6. So I was clearly winning the second round. I was feeling really good. In fact, the first round was me warming up. I mean, if you look at it, I was warming up. Second round, I came alive. You've seen more of me. And that's why I'm excited, because I have so much more to show. I know that I can come into these fights like the second round right off the get-go. So, that's going to make a difference. I didn't know that Josh Barnett hadn't been tapped out in 20 years. Yeah. And Joe Rogan told me in the cage. So, yeah, it was like a cherry on top. It was already an awesome win. And then, to have all that backing it, definitely a huge statement to the heavyweight division. So, it was good.
Ben, yesterday you said you play video games. So did you ever play a UFC video game, and what did you think about your character?
I've only, honestly, they sent me a copy of UFC 3 and I kept it sealed because I knew I was in the game. I'll keep maybe someday. I never really got to play it. I'm more of a role-playing kind of guy. I like Fallout 4 and Dark Souls 2. Those kind of games I play.
Did you play with Bloodborne?
What's up?
Bloodborne, did you play?
No, and I heard it's a lot like Dark Souls.
It's even better.
Yeah, it's even better?
Yeah.
Well, Dark Souls 3 better be better than.
It will be good. But Bloodborne is awesome.
It's good. Yeah, I got a lot of Game of the Year awards. I just haven't had time the last few months. I've been training. 6-month training camp.